welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I just came back from work. As you can see, I am sweating. I just came back from work and decided to make use of my treadmill. I am already done running on my treadmill, and so I decided to also do some cycling. I am tired already, but I still need to do it because health is wealth. Alex! Alex! Here's the water. Give me.
I do love video calls.
Yes, I'm doing live video. To keep fit is not easy, so, but I still make out time to exercise at least twice or 3 times in a week. So, health is wealth. It is good to be physically active. You know, exercise, stay active, eat right. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. You should take good care of yourself. You need to be active every day. Eat right and exercise. Aside exercising, it is also very important for you to, to rest. Some doctors will say that every individual has to get enough rest, at least 6 to 7 hours daily. Like, one needs to sleep for like 6 to 7 hours daily. There are some people that they are so used to pressing their phone that they don't rest. They're always busy. So sometimes you need to make out time and rest. It is not just about eating right and exercising. You also need to catch some sleep. Go on a break. Allow your body to rest so you won't fall sick. There are cases of people that you hear that they slumped and died. Maybe they were hypertensive, they are not taking their drugs, and on top of that, they don't have enough rest. Maybe they are so stressed out. So we realize that even when you're on the medication, most times you also need to rest so that your body can cool down. You'll probably feel better. It's not easy, man. But we got to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing because health is wealth. I could remember when I was weighing Was it 120 kg? Whenever I'm trying to climb the stairs, I'll be panting because of too much weight. But immediately I started exercising, eating right, trying to stay fit. I had to go down from 120 to, I think it was 85. And I felt a lot better. Like, if I see stairs now, I can just run up the stairs. Unlike before that, I'll be panting just because I want to climb stairs. So being overweight, it has so many health issues that comes with it. So I always tell my friends, as we are enjoying trying to, shop life, it is also very important for we to take our health serious, our personal hygiene serious, our physical appearance serious, because you cannot be enjoying life buying designers and the rest, buying hairs, buying all kinds of rich, or you can't remember the last time you went for medical checkup. If you're on the bigger side, you can't even remember the last time you exercised. So it doesn't make sense. So as you are trying to work hard in order to make all the money in the world, or to buy everything that passes by, you should also invest in your health. You should also invest in your health. Go for daily checkup. So, if you're a woman and you're watching this video and you are above 40 or within the age range of 30, 35, there are some tests that you should have done by now. Number one is you have to go for breast checkup. There are people that they had, what do they call it? Is it tumor, or what do they even call it, in their breast? They didn't know till when it now developed into cancer. That's when they now had to, maybe when they started feeling pains and all that. But one thing I like about going for breast checkup is that if there is any tumor or any growth that is not supposed to be there, they'll be able to detect it on time and start early to give you drugs or injection or probably surgery in order to get rid of it. So if you are within the age of, even if you are 18, maybe a teenager, it's still very important. Sometimes go to hospital, shake your breast to be sure there is no lump there. Okay? So always go for breast examination. It's very important. The second one is always check your blood sugar level, because when it is high, it could lead to so many health issues, like for some maybe heart disease and the rest. So you have to, whenever you go for medical checkup, tell them to check your blood sugar level. It is very important. It is very important. That's number two. The number one is breast examination. You have to check to be sure there is no lumps in any part of your breast. Sometimes you can even do it, check it by yourself. I'm cycling, so I can't be able to demonstrate how you do it, so that I will not fall off from this. So, like I said, if you are within the age of 35, 40, there are some tests you should make sure that you must have done them by now. Number one is breast examination. Number two is, what did I call number two? I've forgotten. So the next one is fibroid. There are lots of people that they were having, maybe all the time they are feeling stomach pains. They will be taking all kinds of drugs, self-medication and the rest. but they didn't know that it was actually fibroid. Some people might be experiencing heavy flow, like heavy flow that is always pumping as if. And sometimes the symptoms are there, but most people tend to ignore it because maybe they don't have money to go for tests and the rest. But whenever you want to go for checkup, also check for fibroid. There is a scan, abdominal scan, you have to check to be sure that there is no growth of fibroid. It is always easier to, to treat most of these diseases if it is at the early stage. I am not a doctor though, but I studied health education in school, so that's why I'm trying to share some of this information. So when you go for checkup, also tell them what to check for fibroid. And because sometimes those stomach pain might not just be ordinary stomach pain or menstrual pain. It could be signs of fibroid. So if you go for test, for scan, they will check if there is any growth. It is always easier to treat all these things when it is still at the earlier stage. At those early stage, you can take some, you might be given some medicine to dissolve it, or sometimes mini surgery. I've forgotten what they call it because I'm not a doctor, in order to remove it. So when it is detected earlier, it is always easier to remove or to dissolve or to treat it, to compare to when it must have gotten bigger and must have taken over some part of your uterus. So when you go for checkup, check for fibroid also. So the next one is pap smear. Some people, that one is to check for cervical, whichever one, to check for cervical cancer and the rest. Have done it earlier this year. They will just put something. There is something that they will use to put inside to check, your inside. For some people, it could be painful, but during my own time, like I always do general checkup once in a year. So when I did mine, it was a bit painful, but I was happy that I did it because when the results came out, there was no abnormal growth or whatever. I was fine. So if you are within the age of 30, 35, 40, 50, go for pap smear. It is very important because it helps to check if there is any abnormal growth, maybe for cervical cancer, cancer of the uterus, and the rest. So it is very important. Okay? So if you are watching me, you are a female, and you are watching this video, it is for your own good. So the first one is breast examination. The second one, I have forgotten the second one. Okay, the second one is fibroid. Check if there is any abnormal growth inside so that the earlier you get treated, the better. So the third one is pap smear. It is very important. Because one thing with cervical cancer is that sometimes by the time you must have discovered that you are suffering from such, it might be too late. So, but when it is detected on time, they might end up treating it. So it is very important as you are enjoying life, buying designers, buying wig, eating all kinds of rich. Also make out time and go for health checkup. So like I said, the first one is breast examination for breast cancer and other abnormal growth. The second one is fibroid. Check if there is any abnormal growth, especially as a young lady, because sometimes when it grows bigger, it ends up overtaking your uterus or overtaking your tummy where you may normally carry baby. So it's also very important to check. Then the third one is pap smear, in order to check for cervical cancer and other cervical cancer and the rest. If there is any abnormal stuff in there, the earlier it is detected and treated, the better. So the fourth one is dental hygiene. There are lots of people that can't remember the last time they went for scaling and polishing. They can't remember the last time. If I ask you now, when last did you go for scaling and polishing? I am sure many people can remember. But it is very important because if you fail to take care of your teeth, your tooth, before you know it, they will start falling off, or before you know it, you have to start going for tooth removal. Because when you fail to take good care of your tooth, some of them might start decaying and start causing you pains, and you start developing holes inside. Before you know it, they will tell you that they cannot be able to do anything else than to remove it. And maybe your old age, you might not be able to chew some certain things again because probably your tooth must have been removed. So take good care of your tooth or your teeth. Go for dental checkup. So the next test is hepatitis. There are some injections for hepatitis B and the rest. So you also need to get tested for hepatitis to see if you have any and if it is necessary for you to take the injection. And there are also some injection for cervical, for other illnesses, prevention rather. But the one I'm so sure of is this hepatitis. So it is very important for you to check. Then if you're a man and you're watching this video, you need to check your prostate. You know, some men, they don't have time to go for checkup because they feel that they are fit. No, a lot of men are not healthy, are not fit. Don't use because you are not falling sick. You are always strong. You now certify yourself as a healthy person. You have to go to hospital and check to be sure that you are not suffering from anything. So if you're a man, you have to check your prostate, even your breast too, even your dental hygiene. Check if there are holes in your tooth that needs to be filled in. And they used to fill it. There's what they call it, I can't remember, but they will check and see if there is a hole, because you will always be given two options. Either they fill it or they remove it. So the earlier you check all these things, better for you. Prostate, tell them you want to do prostate test. There's what they call it in medical terms, I don't know, but just tell them to be sure that everything, your prostate, everything is fine and functioning, and there is no disease that will lead to you undergoing surgery. So that's just it. So the next one is eye checkup. A lot of people are suffering from short-sightedness, glaucoma, long-sightedness, and so many other eye issues. So if you are using medicated glasses, it is always advisable for you to also do a checkup and see if your glasses needs to be changed. You can't keep using one medicated glasses for years without going for checkup. You need to go and check to see if there should be an upgrade, maybe in terms of the medication or in terms of your lens or whatever, so that it won't be your old age. You will automatically become blind, or you can't be able to read or see. So if you know that you have eye problem, or you are feeling some kind of pain in your eyes, you need to go and get checked and start using your medicated glasses. Okay, so the next one is check your high blood pressure. High blood pressure. There are some people that has low blood pressure, and there are some people that their own is high. It is always advisable for you to have that machine that they're using to check for it at the comfort of your home, so that you can now be able to start checking yourself to see when it is high, when it is low. According to a doctor friend, he told me that low blood pressure is actually very, very deadly. So check your blood pressure. If you're on high blood pressure, you have to take your drugs and stick to your doctor's instruction. And if you are suffering from low blood pressure, you have to, see your doctor and abide by your doctor's instruction. You have to take your health serious There is one thing I always tell my friends. There is what we call a genetic or lineage. There are some families that they have a lot of disease or some health issues that runs in their lineage. There is a family that you will see, you will hear that almost all of them are obese, or you will hear that almost all of them are suffering from eye problem, or almost all of them has one or two health palaver. So it is left for every individual to check and find out any illness that runs in their family. Like my family now, let me give you for an instance, like from my mom's side, all of them do suffer from leg issues because of their body structure. They have this kind of body structure that from here up is bigger from this place down. So many of them are fat. So when you have that kind of body structure and you are fat or big, the weight from this place up will end up, affecting the leg, because here is actually higher in kg to compare to the downside, which ends up affecting their legs. So as I studied this thing and realized that if I fail to watch my weight, I might probably end up suffering from the same thing. So what did I do? Immediately I gave birth to my last child, because I have 4 children. I had to start watching my weight, because I already know that if I fail to do so, I'll end up becoming like them. So it is left for you to sit down, check your family history, check the diseases that runs in your family history. From your dad's side, from my dad's side is more of eye problem. So I am using medicated glasses. I had to start early, from primary school self. And now, as I'm getting older, I still use it, but at least it helped me a lot. So it is left for every individual to find out if there is any illness or any disease that runs in your family. Then start early to do things that will prevent you from suffering from such. If you notice that obesity runs in your family, you have to start early to avoid things that will likely make you to end up becoming obese. And if you notice that maybe madness or whatever, there are some people that madness runs in their family. Though I'm just joking. If you notice any sickness that runs in your family, maybe it could be from your mother's side or from your father's side, you have to start early to do things that will prevent you from suffering from such. The earlier you start doing those things, the better. The better for you and for everybody, because health is wealth. Okay? So if you can afford it, make out time and go to hospital and do overall body checkup. Check your vital organs, your kidney, your lungs. Check for fibroid. Check your breast for cancer. Do pap smear for your uterus and cervical and the rest. Check your blood sugar level. Check your blood count. There was a time I was feeling tired and weak. I was like, what is wrong with me? I had to go to hospital. Doctors said I should check my blood count. I had to do some tests only to realize that my blood level is low. And that is how they ended up telling me to eat. So they had to find out that my blood level is low. They call it red blood cell, something. So that is how they ended up placing me on some vegetables and all that, and liver, and that was what I was eating before the blood level or whatever had to go back to normal. So you can see, if I didn't go for checkup, I would probably not be able to find out. That is why I'm also not a fan of self-medication, because you'll be feeling tired and weak. You will now go and buy Lucozade or go and buy energy drink, which will not help your life, whereas it is your blood level that is low. So try as much as possible to take good care of yourself, to exercise, to eat right, and rest when necessary. So I think that's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next time. I want to go and take my bath and prepare dinner. I have to cook soup, egusi and vegetable, so that I can be able to stock up my fridge. Sorry. So that's just it. See you guys next time. Bye.